Hey all and welcome back to the HFC playthrough of God of War. You may be wondering why we're at the realm travel table, and that's because we actually have a couple of optional realms to visit today. You know, we've unlocked Muspelheim, but we're also going to seek out the last couple of language ciphers for Niflheim as well, or whatever it's called. But first and foremost, we're going to go to the fiery place, so let's go.
Full disclosure, we may have tried to go here earlier, and, well, as soon as we unlocked it, and things didn't go too hot, so we kind of skipped that for now, so that now that we are bigger, stronger, and have dual blades of chaos, we can do much better.
Yes. I could do that, for example.
I mean, the fact that, you know, these let us rip through hordes of enemies, and that's what we fight there, should make things a bit easier.
Not going to complete the whole place, because there's a Valkyrie waiting at the end, and they scare me. But I'm going to go through a couple of things and just give you the basic idea and whatnot. So yeah, Frigg, Freya, same person, but let's just say there's a very petty reason for Frigg being attributed to all the successes of Freya.
So what you're saying is, when people say, what the frig, it's basically saying, oh my god?
Kind of, yeah. You know, Thursday comes from Thor's Day.
There's a lot of really small things from Norse mythology that kind of weaseled their way into English just through way of, you know, osmosis, and oh boy, looks quite warm here.
Oh, looks like the volcano place in New Pokemon Snap.
It looks like here, right now, in Canada, because everything's melting, it's 50 degrees Celsius.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's okay, I have air conditioning and a pool.
Cool. It's alright for some, I guess. The elites.
Not yet.
That's me.
I suppose it's cooled considerably since the dawn of creation, hasn't it?
Alright, well, a sun may cool Mimir, but it's still going to be pretty fucking hot at the end of the day.
Yeah, you know, suns don't really get much colder than still a giant ball of fire until they explode, of course.
Okay, Mimir.
Alright, so basically this is Combat Trials, the realm. So we got a bit of fire, we got some ash raining down. It's mostly going to be the same thing for a while, but we have dwarves and we have knowledge, so let's have a look here.
Another one here.
This one's called Surtur.
Ooh.
Must be a fire giant.
Aye, the first and original.
If you've seen Thor Ragnarok, the bastardized version of Norse mythology, you know all about this.
He fights.
Yeah, you know what, it is definitely erring more on the side of haha Marvel superheroes, but it's still cool to get into the public consciousness.
Yeah, you got Sleipnir there, Odin's horse. You got Surtur with his giant flaming sword, which is pretty cool.
You know what, swords are cool, but give a sword an element that embodies it, and it just becomes so much cooler.
So, yeah, very linear sort of realm.
Literally a straight path with rooms that you do some big fighting on.
I wonder if we'll see Surtur in the next game.
I feel like he's too, you know, perfect for God of War, being a giant entity that you can fight. I can't see us not.
Those magic doors you love so much. Round here they all go right to one another. No prodding from old Brock. Go up yonder and wake some up, you'll see. Getting around moose pools are cinch.
They made this simply so you can fight people and get special fire equipment.
The big reward of this place is you get some special materials that let you create armor that's all fire-themed, which is cool. It works well with Kratos' theme and contrasts well with his swords.
Speaking of...
The voice. It's just around this corner. Oh. It's a great big sword.
That it is.
It wants to know if we're ready to train.
the sword is talking to you? Okay, I guess. This is like fucking PlayStation UI popping up when you're ready to save.
It's a little on the nose, but then again, this is literally a realm of, you know, combat trials, very similar to how they were with the Trials of the Gods in previous God of War games. So as such, you know, it makes sense here, because that you literally had to do from the extras menu, so it's like, you know, it's a video game thing. But speaking of, these are quite similar in that it's not just do fight, it's do fight, but also have a unique gimmick. So in this one, you have to kill 15 of them in time here. There's other ones that don't have time limits, there's ones with other unique situations, and every room has 2 fights. One called easy and one called hard, even though, from what I can tell from our attempts, as well as the internet as a whole, the naming is arbitrary, because some of the hard ones are easier just because of what they bring to the table.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah, so we came here with just the axe, and doing these ones where you have to do, you know, crowds of enemies was a bit harder, because the axe is good with one-on-one, but definitely, you know, for the groups, you want your blades for those big, wide-reaching hits.
Are we done here? No, we're not.
One final group of relatively weak enemies here. You can come here earlier if you have kind of mastered the God of War combat or are, you know, playing on, like, easy. But otherwise, you know, if you come here a little bit later, it's more fun, less stress.
Yeah, for sure. It's alright, boy. I got it.
And, you know, having, like, Atreus even in, like, his most active form will also be helpful. So, all in all, it's like, yeah, come here later, just rip on through.
Yeah.
Full minute left.
That was a little crazy. And look, there's loot.
Yes,
Wouldn't it be
boy.
nice to find some
Precious
incense just
loot.
once? The smell of brimstone gets old quickly.
No incense. Instead, we get some smoldering embers, which are the primary ingredient for the fire-based armor.
Neat. Now let's do that again, but hard this time.
Well, you say it. It's the same arena, but it's an entirely different challenge. In this one, essentially, you're going to have small groups of enemies, about 3 or 4 of them, but in this case, you need to kill them at the same time, which, with the axe, is a little tricky, but with our Blades of Chaos, it's a lot easier, because, of course, you can kind of hit them all at once, or just use a single, strong runic thing to just murderize them all.
Yeah. Whee! You probably should have said that.
So in this one we have 2. We got a witch enemy, which are never fun to deal with. And actually behind us we got monkey, which is fun to deal with.
Haha. Now that witch will probably die, like, instantly, so I'll save. Monk it, no!
Oh, the burn did him.
There we go.
That increased range makes it so much easier.
Alright, what we got here?
In this one we got some Tatzelworms as well as, I think, a wolf. Yeah, so you got all of God's creatures out here coming after you.
Lovely. Oh, if I just had my spinny runic, I need it. Yes!
Atreus just looking at these wolves thinking, I wish I could turn into one of those.
Ah, this is hard.
Well, thankfully they are not dealing much damage, like, at all to us. And we have our heal as well, which we can pop when we need it. Like that one.
Yeah.
Look at us.
Ooh, that one came close, because I think they were just about to respawn, but we did it.
Yes, we did, Tanner, with the power of love and maybe an axe or 2.
Yes, sharpening mine from over here to give you some good juju.
Thank you, thank you.
Another gate opened up.
As long as it's not tack in the power of Juju, I don't need that.
I know, that's all I can think of when I hear that phrase.
Yeah, very nice fire effects here.
So,
Are you like the rival of the Miiverse water guy? Are you the PlayStation Network fire guy?
I'm the variant of him. There's also a guy who really appreciates, like, ground textures, and just someone who loves skyboxes.
the Xbox grass guy and the Stadia sky guy. Long ago, the 4 consoles lived in harmony.
Yes, indeed. GameCube, PS2, Xbox, and Dreamcast. That was a good generation. Actually, might be my favorite generation of video games.
Next challenge.
Yeah, because I find myself finding, like, copies of games of that generation at, like, flea markets and stuff, and just enjoying it.
I'm ready.
Alright, so you got your basic survival thing here. Just survive for 5 minutes.
You might think just run around and you'll be fine, but as far as I'm aware, the enemies will keep respawning even if they're not dead. Meaning you're gonna have a lot of them there, which you don't want to be dealing with. So instead, do kill them, do avoid their stinky poo gas explosions, and leave health when you don't need it and grab it when you do. Yeah, those wolves will definitely aim for the jugular at every instance they can get.
Oh, yes. Be gone with ye. Oh, he's so tiny. Most of my things went over him. Like an Olimar, or a duck hunt, if you will.
Yeah, you know, that's your Kazuya laser, right? You just can't hit him.
Have you had a chance to try out Mr. Kazuya?
Oh, yeah, he's, really fun in one-on-one, but as soon as a single other opponent appears, he is functionally useless. I enjoyed my time playing as him for sure, and I'm looking forward to that final character that's confirmed to be the last one.
Well, I guess we'll see. Honestly, if you gave me break the targets for every character, I'd pay like 10 quid. That'd be fine.
Oh yeah, well it says he's the last character. I don't think it's the end of the content. I'm fully expecting like there to be some other stuff in the works just because it's still gonna be a cash cow.
Well, I mean, you say that, but they came out with like a couple of packs of DLC from Mario Kart 8 back in the day, and then nothing.
Yeah, no, you're right. Then again, you know, people are like, there hasn't been a new Mario Kart, ignoring the gacha game that gets lots of money and is still getting updates, including Nabbit they just added.
I wasn't really paying attention to that. Nabbit from New Super Mario Bros.
Yeah, he's in the gacha game now.
Cool, I suppose, for people that like that sort of thing.
Yeah, for people who like the worst gacha rates ever.
Wow.
Look, I've played my fair share of gacha. I may even be called a whale, but it's the worst it's ever been in Mario Kart Tour.
That's a shame, because it looks kind of cool overall.
It actually plays pretty good. You used to have to hold it like up, you know, vertically your phone to play, but they actually added a traditional widescreen mode, which just looks like a real Mario Kart game, which is cool. Shame that it's cheaper to buy a new copy of Persona 4 than it is to get Diddy Kong.
Jeez.
Diddy Kong is a $40 character.
What?
Well, that's if you want a guaranteed Diddy Kong. Otherwise, you can get a Diddy Kong if you're lucky.
You could have a little Diddy Kong as a treat.
Just a little Diddy.
It's the little ditties that count, really. Get out of here. Wow, this 5 minutes sure has been going on for a while.
Yeah, 5 minutes is one of those things that's short sometimes and long others. Time is variable for sure.
I'm good, boy. Ow. Maybe I'm not. Just a little poke.
Just a little poke. Just a little oof.
Yeah, you need your thing out for this, Tom. Come on.
Stop it, pupper.
Stop it now.
Hey, you killed enough wolfos.
Nice.
Yeah, definitely run and grab some of that health there once your stuff gets up.
You scared me. Just a cautionary thing. There you go.
Move us nice and towards that HP.
I'm doing my best with it. You need to just go.
So the nice thing is, too, as soon as you start one of these missions, your HP gets filled, which is cool. The thing that's not cool is if you had any dad rage, it goes away. So you do start at, like, base level, if you would.
Isn't that what we want, though, for the dad rage to subside?
Story-wise, yes. Gameplay-wise, I wish he could always be angry.
It would get a lot of stuff done, you know?
I feel like if this was like a PS2 era game, there'd be like an unlockable costume that gives you unlimited dad rage at all times.
Oh, absolutely.
Rip through.
Yeah.
Because they've done that in the God of War 1 and 2, and I think even 3, you can get a costume that gives you unlimited magic, which with some of your spells that are just AoE things, you can just never die.
Awesome. Yeah, there we go.
Nice.
Oh, some smouldering embers, like.
So the nice thing is, too, you know, even if we don't complete all the missions there, because you need to get so many smoldering embers to get all the armor pieces and fully level them up, even if we don't complete it all, we can still get a bunch of it because, of course, you need to get more than one for them, so it's kind of cool.
Hey, it's this guy.
So this one here is pretty simple. Either hit them into the lava, or you just need to punch them till they are stunned, because their health regenerates, but their stun doesn't. So you can get them over and over with all of your super kills like that. So either the axe or your fists, whichever you fancy.
This is fun.
See, like, this is where we say, like, the hard ones are sometimes easier, because this is the hard one, but this one is so much easier.
Seriously. I mean, there's no dogs for a start.
Your Blades of Chaos really don't raise that stun, and yet there are dogs, actually.
Never mind.
But the nice thing is, you know, your blades do inflict the burn status, which does increase a little bit of stun. The statuses are kind of connected there.
Doobly-dum. I can't get over these guys with their, like, fucking 7th gen waist-high walls.
Yeah, they're literally becoming cover shooter characters.
Oh, you think you're tough, do you?
Just shattered with the shield there. The enemies will quickly, you know, get their health back, but if you do one good enough hit, they are still gonna die.
Or if you're just simply epic enough, my boy, they will shatter upon ye.
Oh, and also, you might notice, there is a rather large, you know, abyss there, as well as a lava pool. Yes, you can use those. Each of the different maps usually has a little bit of an area where you can hit them off, so you can use that to get them all cool-like.
Oh lord, he's stunned.
Just the entire YouTube bitrate is dying as hard as this dude.
Into the lava you go. Or over there, that works too.
Get him knocked off there as soon as you get your shield back, or just keep knocking him over.
Goodbye.
Oh, there I go.
What else you got for me? Oh, hey.
I think this is the final phase here, so we can get on through.
Goodbye. You were just like appearing behind me. That's really rude.
I think they're climbing up the cliff, although they are different entities from the ones we've knocked over off the cliff.
See ya.
Learning which of your moves launches and sends them away, very good. Very good for this mission.
Are we good? Hello?
Watch there just be like one dude just chilling.
Fire randomly, but oh, he's there. Ah!
Oh, we got Speedy Gonzalez over here. And he's gone.
Give it a minute, the computer will realize that he's dead.
Another phase, we got shields. So people have been recommending for shield enemies, we do have a shield attack that specifically breaks shields. So something to consider if you are having trouble with shields. Then again, at this point for us, we're strong enough we can just absolutely brutalize them.
No! He's dead. I wanted to make friends with him.
Yes, our own little ice fella. He could be the comedic relief. Well, I guess Mimir's that, though.
He's not a little ice fella.
No, he's... he's a little cold, but he's not the ice fella.
We actually did it.
Hell yeah.
Very cool, very dank.
And our reward is...
Surprise! More embers.
more of the same. Do you want to go for one more round, or do you think that's good enough for a Muspelheim?
I think we could do one more, because I think the next one is a pretty cool one.
Yeah.
It's not cool, we're in the land of fire, but you know what I'm saying.
Stay cool.
Temperature jokes.
Mystic Gateway 3 is my favorite Mystic Gateway.
I think Mystic Gateway 4 is where they really hit their stride.
Indeed. We don't talk about Mystic Gateway 5, though.
It got a new architect, you know, things changed.
A shame. Alrighty, out we go. It's weird that these carvings are here in the optional realm of Muspelheim that we needed a special rune to get into.
Who knows, maybe these are for everyone, not just Kratos. You know, maybe we'll see some little nightmares climbing up on these too.
It's like, oh, like a big nightmare and a little nightmare, like a daddy and son.
It's a lava
Aw,
fall.
that's adorable.
It's a lava fall.
Yes, this isn't at all terrifying, is it?
It's okay, Mimir. I'm not going to chuck you into the lava fall to make Atreus happy, alright?
Can you imagine if, like, Kratos didn't tie him on strong enough and, you know, just as he's doing his spinning, Mimir just flies off?
6.
Alright, so there's 6 of these swords, so, yeah, we're definitely not going to be doing all of this today.
For this trial here, what you gotta do is there's gonna be an elite enemy that's gonna have a shield, and it's this buggo fellow right here. But when he has allies, he is invulnerable, like now. See, he's glowing. So what you're gonna need to do is he's gonna summon little fellas that become big fellas as time goes on, of course. And so you gotta get rid of them, and then once he's gone, then the main dude is vulnerable.
Eat it! Or just not eat it all, I guess.
Yeah, so we deal much higher damage than we did before, where it took quite a bit to even get him to break his gauge there.
Oh, no.
Thankfully, we got hit on the toe, and the darkness didn't affect us.
Bring him down. Rage. I need it. He has a big follow-up. I'm not cool with that.
And thankfully, we know for sure now that, hey, when he flashes, that's an invulnerable attack, so make sure you are nice and clear from it. Don't guard, but dodge backwards.
Where are you? God damn it.
The darkness takes all.
Need more time.
Trace, could you, like, point him out to us? That'd be cool.
Haha. Alright, back off him a little bit.
His allies are back.
Very nice.
Couple shots at Atreus, just a few.
Just a few, just a smidge, ah.
He's got one more.
Where's that? He's there. Nah, mate.
Aha! Invulnerability.
Get him.
Yeah, big hits.
Ah.
So I think this is the final phase here, and we do have crows to help us if needed.
Send him out.
Just getting comboed by the birds. Alfred Hitchcock would be proud.
Ah.
Oh yeah, this one is also so good for these groups because it just homes on in, even if we can't see. I think that's it, so now it's just a case of getting him via Atreus. Heck yeah.
Wow. He was all ready for a big stab and he just disintegrated mid-stab.
He was so ready, and then, you know, that arrow hit his toe, and he's like, my weakness! I was dropped in the river Norse as a child, and there I go.
Oh, there I go, disintegrating again. I can't even say the word, I'm so flustered. Oh well. Round 2 of this. Alright, take 4 or so on this one. This one's fairly tricky. Tanner, I believe you likened it to Mario Kart on the N64 of all things.
Yes, you know, there's a game where you need to not shoot the best with your golf ball, but instead specifically get them into gold flying rings. In this case, the ring is on the ground, and you need to kill instead inside the ring, which seems like it shouldn't be too much trouble, but the problem is, well, for one, our moveset that we've kind of cultivated for Kratos is very, like, based on knocking enemies away, which it's doable, but you gotta kind of aim it, almost like golf. But the best way to handle it is, you know, either let them come in and hit them, or hit them outside of the arena into it. You gotta be careful about any of your sort of like stun kills and stuff, because of course those kind of knock them into it or away. So instead, just doing good old hits will be the way we get it. This in particular being a good strategy. In the first one, we have 2 minutes to do 5 kills, which is, it's tricky for sure, but the more difficult ones come in a little bit later. Atreus there, helpful and not, as he, you know, is sometimes hitting them into the ring and sometimes not. He doesn't see them, I think.
Oh, bless.
So that was wave 1 done. Wave 2 is going to be a ring over here. And now we got Dark Elves instead, which are a bit more mobile, which is not fun, but the Draugr still appear, so you can even, like, just bait them into it. And let's see if we can kind of angle him. No, it's tough because it's going to go all the way to the wall. If it was one where there was a wall nearby, you could do that, but alas. In general, those, yeah, the stun KOs, not 100% recommended, just because most of them launch him away.
That completely missed her.
Yeah, so we definitely want to be using kind of all of our tools, you know, our axe, our blades, everything at our disposal, so that we can do them in nice and good.
I can see it, Atreus.
Come into my special circle.
Well, that's one.
And I see that some of these guys are fairly weak, so yeah, hitting them into it should be doable. That's 3 now. Very nice.
Nice, nice, nice. Ow. Ah, the spears. I'm watching. Maybe I should watch a little bit better.
Another one done.
Come on.
It seems chain lightning with, you know, a full Atreus, you know, volley seems to do pretty good when they're in the circle.
Haha.
Well, that's a strategy that we can use. So the last one here is going to have them moving, and I would prepare an execution with your axe right at the edge here to start. Just as soon as this fella appears. Oh, the iframes! So yeah, now it's going to start to move. It'll move every little bit, and it can go into either this position or another position that we've seen in the other two. It just comes down to where the computer decides to go.
Yes, indeed, mate, indeed.
And you'll sort of start to see it fade like so, and now it's over here. So we do have crows to help us when they're over here. Just stay in the circle, guys. Stay in there, please. That's one. So it actually moved to the other one, then came back here, which is weird, because it sometimes follows a pattern, and sometimes doesn't. It's a bit weird, bit finicky. I'd say this might have needed a little bit more time in the oven, personally, but that's just me. Is that going to count? I think it should. Yes, it does, because the hitbox is slightly bigger than what you think. So now we're over into the corner. We can knock him into there, that'd be cool.
Well, there it goes.
Over here.
Knocks him the hell over there, but that's not what I need.
So one of our best bets is definitely just wait till they're in the circle and then just have Atreus spam his arrows, because very useful. Big damage, good stun. That should be another. If it killed, but these guys are slightly meatier.
Come on.
You know you want to be over here, in my little happy circle, where you can be spammed with lightning, like so.
Come on.
See if you can aim down. Yeah! Very nice.
I'd like to thank Jesus for that one.
Yes, we haven't killed him yet. We go drinking with him. He's cool.
Oh no. Plus no ban. Plus.
20 smoldering embers and some crests of flame, which are also used for upgrading the armor.
Neat. Alright, well I guess we're done with Muspelheim because I ain't going any further.
No, the next one involves killing 100 enemies, which sounds easy, but it's not when you have to deal with travelers.
Oh, lordy, lordy, lord. Lord, 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 lord. A little bit of editing will be required for that one, but not too much.
Well, let's look at what we know.
So we definitely don't want to fall off the path here, because we do want to go back to the main area.
You know, it's funny, I was doing some testing to make sure, you know, what's plotted out is good for us, we can actually do it, and Atreus ran to the edge and said, hey, if I'm a god, can I fly? And Mimir said, no, even gods have to stay on the path.
And meanwhile, Kratos just like hiding his wings of Icarus that he still keeps on him, I bet.
If only. Oh, hey. Very nice.
Hey, fellas, can you mold us some fire armor?
So, are we still in Muspelheim? Yes, we are. Well, it was a fun place. Wouldn't want to live here, but visiting's nice.
Something else we can do for you?
Nah, just glad you guys worked it out.
Ah. Well, I could say the same to you.
Ha!
I guess I was getting a bit full of myself.
Aw.
What he needed to hear, how's it sounds to me.
Just the same. I'm sorry for how I spoke to you, Sindri.
Huzzah!
You forgive me?
Already have. like you said, it all worked out.
Alright, what we got here? Oh, yeah. It's not as good as the stuff we have now.
You're right actually. Well, that's chest armor. We can also check our arm armor and our waist armor there and see if those are perhaps better. Wow, they're really not. That's surprising.
Interesting. Ah, but I need Niflheim alloy. Let's go to Niflheim.
Where we can hopefully find that.
We actually have to get a couple of the language ciphers before we can get the rune for that. Thankfully, I know where they are in advance.
Well, look at you, Mr. Prepared Pants.
Indeed. I like to know what I'm saying before I say it, Tanner.
I like to just say the first words that come to my mind, which usually is bad.
Oh, no. It makes Entom angry. Don't get Entom angry, don't, no.
The Entom rage meter grows.
It's just a continually growing gauge. I wish I could stop it, but I can't.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, you know, like Kratos' stops pretty small at the edge of the screen, but yours is like Disgaea, where the numbers just go off the page.
Man, yeah, they do like their numbers.
Except for one thing.
Dum
You
de
are
dum.
headed for Jotunheim, so he was right.
I'm so confused.
Well then, clearly you've been listening.
I like that. It's good. I'm confused. That means you were listening.
Yeah. He insists this makes sense.
It just says at the bottom, source, trust me, dude.
Ye old Wikipedia.
You two going in or what?
I'm going out, actually.
Yeah, I mean, we just went through the realm of fire, so now we're, you know, cooling off in the realm of
It has to be
normalcy.
somewhere around the town.
Yeah, otherwise known as Midgard. Dum-de-dum-de-dum. I thought that was an Odin thing.
No, that is a regular bird. Though I'm sure by the end of this quest, you know, if you were to get all the birds, I'm sure Kratos would just naturally kill any of them on sight from now on.
Indeed, indeed. Alright, so the first one we're looking for is actually by the lookout tower, so... should be over here somewhere.
We'll keep our eyes peeled.
Oh, I think it might be here, actually.
Why did you say Tyr felt
Oh,
responsible
well.
for what Odin did to the giant?
Perfect.
There was an incident shortly after the forging of Mjolnir, when Tyr arranged a diplomatic meeting between Odin and the Giant Kings.
Yep, this is the place. Where are they?
These guys ain't nothing for us now.
I fought so many bitches at Niflheim. Sorry, Muspelheim. God, they all sound the fucking same.
They all have the Heim in their name.
Alright, so... we gotta chuck it. We gotta aim properly first.
A little bit lower.
Yeah. Booyah, baby. And we're good.
How'd you get over here? Weren't you on the other side?
It's cool, don't worry about it. Atreus, I guess, picked up some things from the dwarves and that. Whenever he's off screen, he can just go anywhere in space and time.
Yeah, well, who knows? Maybe the developers would be like, well, that was actually hinting at his godhood early, and it's like, no, it wasn't. That's a gameplay thing. You can't lie to us.
God, shut up. Just shut up. Now, the other one is in the very northwest of this map, guarded by a Soul Eater, who you don't actually have to fight. You can just walk past him and grab the cipher.
Will we let sleeping soul eaters lie?
Why was Tyr
I guess we'll
alone with the
see.
Giant Kings?
Well, this was when the Long War was young, and victory was still a thing dreamed of.
It's
and
up to you.
Jotunheim
You're the
might
man with the
protect
controller.
balance between Aesir and Vanir.
And the capture card, and the microphone, and control over the Discord call, so
I have all the power in the world!
I'm basically Mimir here.
Oh my god.
He knew the giants were deeply concerned about the hammer, a super weapon in hands they did not trust.
Yeah.
But they trusted Tyr. Tyr always believed the best in people, and taking Odin at his word in his desire for peace, he brought the Raven King to Jotunheim.
That was a bad move, that was a bad move.
There things unraveled quickly. The giants anticipated Odin's trickery and exposed his true agenda to spy and steal their secret wisdom.
Yeah.
With magics, they expelled Odin
Definitely
from their
enjoy
realm
me
and
an
cursed him never
epic
to return.
power-up.
I do as well.
Odin visited his fury upon the giants of Midgard. Thor unleashed Mjolnir's
More?
might upon any giant he could find. None could stand against the tide of slaughter that followed. And at last, it seems, with Tyr's aid, they retreated. The tower disappeared, no giants could be found in Midgard, and no man nor god has set foot in Jotunheim since.
It seems pretty hard to misplace a tower, but, well, they are gods.
They found a way.
Out here.
Yeah, we're good.
You're like, does this optional content seem commentary worthy? No, we must not go there.
Baldur,
Close your heart to it, boy. Oh, there's a
and you brought it
dead dragon there. Oh, that's Baldur's
It
dragon.
was very heroic.
Okay.
Just going out for a stroll, seeing a dragon, go, hey, oh, look, it's a dragon. You know, it's about as rare as seeing like an ice cream truck nowadays.
I guess. We never did free the third dragon.
Wow.
Oh, right, yeah. Well, because in my mind, I'm like, there's 3 dragons, but I confused it with the one that, you know, we brutalized in a sick boss fight.
No, these are good dragons.
Yeah, friendly dragons.
Hey, we'll get that out of the way, but. Not actually sure what's even through there.
It looks like further challenges. It was way over there.
I also propped the Soul Devourer, so I guess we're dealing with him before we get the chest.
Alright. I think he was just up and about beforehand.
A good boy. Come on.
We know how to deal with you.
Give me them beans. Come on. Open your mouth. Take your medicine.
No. He's like, oof, owie, my stones.
No, not my precious stones.
Oh, look at those Monster Hunter dodge rolls.
Now's your chance.
See, will this be enough?
God, just fighting enemies normally without no marrying off bullshit is so refreshing.
Oh, it's so good. It's, you know, it's what Rock Lee feels when he releases his limiters.
I'll be taking what you have, thank you.
Give him what more.
Poison resistance, that's alright. Not the best.
Over here.
Yes, sir. Treasure map. All right.
The Historian. I wish to make a contribution to Fafnir's collection of relics. I arrived to find the door locked and Reavers blocking the way I came. Quickly buried the treasure and hid as fast as I could. If I manage to escape, I will turn to this spot.
Well, we've been to Fafnir's Hoard, right? So, we know where that is, if we were to get that, but honestly, it's not the biggest deal for us right now.
No. This part is all about Muspelheim and Niflheim.
Now we can decipher those Niflheim rooms. And the travel rune is here too. You want to go?
Hell yeah.
Nice, nice, nice. We are good to go to the second, more difficult optional realm.
Oh yes.
Bones pulse with magic.
Oh, I found the bones of a loved one.
Lovely.
Could we just hold on to it? Maybe we'll find the rest of them.
I guess if we're here, we should find the rest of fucking Gulvig's bones.
They are all liars.
This one is different. I know it.
You know very little.
Spirits are bitches, boy. Don't listen to them. Close your heart to ghosts, boy.
Instead, take this drop of holy mountain dew.
Ah, yes. Do the do. Okay, so the next bones are over there.
Amir,
So I had Baja Blast for the first time. It was not worth it.
Okay.
It's the internet made such a deal out of Baja Blast that when I tried it, I think it was just overhyped. I find the regular Mountain Dew better.
My first
Alright.
master was a cool piece of
You
work
want a
as
fucking
well,
battle or
but
something?
I learned through
No,
heavy
it's just,
and
they're telling their tales on the boat. I'm telling my own tales.
Okay, so that's such a rude thing to say to someone. Like, they actually open up to you and he's like, okay, good. What, you want fucking praise for opening up? I'm closed up. I'll never open.
fellows they call us.
See, I'm an open book. I'll tell everyone about everything about my life. Except for those parts.
Indeed, the dark era. The anti-Tanner arc.
You say that, but like I've scrubbed everything of myself from like late junior high to high school because that was the Dark Tanner years. It was bad.
Oh, well, good for you, mate. Good for you. Now, back there, Mimir was telling us a little bit about his history, and he was friends with some like sprites and whatnot, and they called them all good fellows. Now, if you know your Midsummer's Night Dream, there was a character I believe called Robin Goodfellow, or a group of people named that, I don't know. But yeah, it's implied that Mimir served Oberon, king of the Fey Folk, which is pretty based.
Yeah, that's pretty cool there. That's the current kind of thing happening in Fate there is the story's all about Oberon and the fair folk as they called them there. So seeing a lot of that discussed on my timeline.
Now, these fellas are level 7, but we got it.
What's level 7 to several strong runic attacks?
Ah. It's okay, I have many more runics where that came from.
That we are fully invincible during.
That's one. Oof.
Ooh, you hit for lots of damage.
There you go.
Yeah, full heal, please. Well, it's not a lot.
I don't think this is going to be Gulving's bones somehow, but worth it. Yeah. Look at that dragon. I guess the bones are down there somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Where there's a dragon, there's usually bones.
Indeed. Where's that fucker at? Oh, I saw you. Any EXP is good.
Oh yeah. Well, we haven't looked at our EXP for a while, actually. We should take a look to see what sick upgrades await us.
Indeed. This might be a movie-length part at this point, but we're not going far into Niflheim for reasons I'll explain when we get there.
Yeah. I mean, I think people can already sort of understand why without even going into huge detail.
Might as well just max these out. Got all those.
Boys already maxed out.
The Horn of Heimdall. Talisman of Betrayal. Let's try, this for a while. I can't equip it for some reason.
I think it's because you're in cooldown of your previous one. People brought that up before. If you're in cooldown, you can't switch out like your runic if it's in cooldown, or your talisman if it itself is in cooldown there. So makes sense because otherwise you can use an ability, open your menu, switch it out, use another one, right? So that makes sense.
I do, but
Yeah, you don't want to knuckles jump your way through it, you know.
I wish he'd described it in literally any other way.
That's all I can think about when abusing pause shenanigans, though.
he wants to see someone he loved again. I understand how that feels.
Aww.
I don't think there's anything sinister about it.
Hope is blinding your instincts, boy.
Atreus has nothing in rebut of that. Now, hopefully the bones are here, because I don't want to go on a little jaunt, as it were.
Yeah, we don't want to go on too big of a bone hunt.
Are you okay?
No, son.
My goods are underwater.
Oh, what a shame.
My men are drowned.
Even in
and
death,
yet their
the stink
bodies
of
continue to
capitalism
float to
is
beaches.
on them.
Alive and well, for better or
Who plagued
worse.
these lands?
I mean, I guess it makes sense. Like, Kratos would understand, because in, Greek mythology, you needed to bring money with you when you died to pay the ferryman.
Sully their memories. I will find a way to free them from their tortured state. In this, I am determined.
Hello.
Oh, just tearing through these puppers like a hot knife through cheese.
Your comparisons get weirder and weirder, mate.
I'm thinking of that raclette cheese, that, the cheese that you take a hot knife and you just, like, melt it onto your food. Never had it, but before I leave from North America, I must have some.
Finder's fee. Crazel for more for a long time, but the pay is always short. Okay. Side quest part. Side quest part.
Kratos doesn't say much in these side quests. He just kind of goes with the flow. He's gone through this. He knows what happens.
Close your heart to progress, boy.
Yeah, he's like, just be quiet. Let the player do what he wants. I mean, we still have our quest, but it's fine.
I get bored of it eventually. That's a treat for when we come back. It's when I'm eating a really nice meal, but I saved the best parts for last.
See, I was gonna say, it's sort of like, when you leave the house with, put something in the oven. It's nice. And hey, we found it.
To Govi?
Your mother. What have you left unsaid?
I guess... I just want to know if she's okay.
She is dead, boy.
I know that, You don't understand.
Neither do you.
Dude, Kratos has been to 2 underworlds now.
One of them in, like, every single game he's been in.
Yeah, pretty much.
But there's
Hello
good
again.
opportunities.
Yeah, okay,
Did
yeah.
you find my capitalism? It's like, no, go away. Bye.
God, fuck off. Just... Well, don't die again, exactly.
But my goods.
My goods.
There is nothing left to say.
Alright, can I put a marker on this? Apparently not.
What about everything we've done so far?
Hey!
That man coming to the house? Talking to the world serpent? We've done so many amazing things. I just want to tell her about them.
I wanted to be all poggers, Dad. Don't you understand?
What else would you say to her?
I wish it was just so easy to get gold that you could just go out on a boat and just, like, put your hand in the water and, oh, yep, there's the gold. Got it.
Well, you're the Canadian living near rivers and whatnot, apparently.
Yeah, that's true, actually.
Very little.
Okay, so... Over here, I think?
Yeah, straight north from where you are.
More gold? Don't mind if I do.
Oh, here's a fun Tanner fact. Apparently my family found a gold vein, and now it's named after my family, and so you can literally look on maps, and, like, my last name is there for a labeled gold vein that people can go and get gold from.
Nice.
We don't get, like, royalties or anything, but, I mean, hey, it's named after us. That's kind of cool.
Indeed. Alright, so, the bones should be here.
No bones about it.
Very nice. I will give you a medal for that one.
If you don't come up with a title for the part, you can use that one there.
The final bone. We might as well return them to the spirit. Maybe he will keep his word.
I know she's not coming back, okay? I know. I just... Never mind. I just gotta return the bones.
Yes. Okay, so... Yeah.
Straight up through here.
This was on the way to ice level.
Let's
sea, my first job. Right. Me and my mates had the run of the forest, as long as we kept the Fairy King amused.
Oh yeah, the Fairy King. There you go.
All manner of mischief, making fools of the local mortals. But as long as our lord was kept amused, we were spared the consequences. Then one day he was not amused.
And that's where we leave it. I love a good cliffhanger.
See, that's a good cliffhanger of just, you know, you think it's good and then boom, surprise, it's not. Kind of like this week's episode of Loki there. You watched that one?
What a swell episode that was.
Yeah, it's interesting. My friend was over because it's so hot here, and he's just kind of staying with us. And he's like, "Hey, do you want to watch Loki?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure, let's watch it." And he said, "I heard it's rated only 5 out of 10 on IGN." And I'm like, "Yeah, well, my friend Tom says it's a great episode, so we'll see who's right." And by the end, he's like, "Damn, Tom was right."
Told you.
So that's a good show there.
Oh yeah. Fucking tasselworm shit. You good? Here's your bones.
It's like, now lay them on the ground and make them look like they're doing a silly dance.
Show us this magic you have promised.
Oh no, they have started to do the floss.
No, as soon as you said, "Oh no," my mind went to the flossing Spyro skeleton.
Oh, fuck me.
She says she'll honor our request. And reunite us? Okay, you're right.
Hands off who saw this coming.
As soon as the bones started to move, I did. Thankfully, she is not the strongest. She was once in death and shall return there yet again.
Say it. I told you so.
I told you so.
You are naive, foolish boy.
This is true as well. But do not take your disappointment out on me, boy. Take it as a lesson.
Yes, sir.
There you go. You can learn from failure, much more than you can with successes.
Oh yeah, it's like, what do we learn, boy? And it's like, don't trust shit from no one.
That's right, and always, always, always tell ghosts to piss off.